Welcome to POUSE out of the house. Today I'm meeting up with Sam again, but he's on a different bike. He's on his Honda Hornet today, which I think you've seen before in one video actually. Not on the DR, he still hasn't got that on the road. I'm on the 701, finally is serviced, is running to the first 620 miles, and I'm out on it at last. I'm actually at a place called Big Pit in Blaenavon, that's where we're meeting. It was an old working mine, you can go down there now and do sort of tourist visits, stuff like that. I think it's up here. Let's go and see. Don't often get to see my bike, do you? There it is, because I'm always sat on it. Looking a bit grubby. See all my mods. So I always show you, sump underneath. Stealth mirrors. Husky bag, tail tidy. So there we are. That's Big Pit. There's Sam on the old retro machine. So I just got a drop of fuel. Unfortunately the petrol garage is a bit in the middle of nowhere and they only had E10, I think it is, the unleaded, the rubbish one. So I've only put a fiver in. I had to get some because I've been running on empty for a while. I'm hoping that I'll work it through on this ride, £5 worth of fuel, and then I can get the good stuff back in it, the old good juice. So we're just going from Blaenavon now. We're going to drop down to a place called Llanelli Hill in Bryn Mawr, and we're going to try and head across Langorse Moors where you've seen me go before. Should be some nice scenery up here today in this weather, and then we'll drop back down into Langorse, cross the river into Bull, head to Langorse. We'll probably stop, have a nice cold drink because it is scorching today. And as I always say, just for reference, it's actually September here in the UK. I'm in sunny South Wales, which shouldn't be sunny this time of year. About a week ago the temperature dropped. I was all ready to start chopping up wood for the wood burner, and I thought that is it, we've had a rubbish wet summer and we're going straight into the autumn and then probably into a very cold winter. But we've had this heat wave which I think the whole of the UK is receiving at the moment. Europe has just had it and it is scorching. It's about 27 degrees. Bearing in mind it's the 7th of September today, 27 degrees in South Wales. Makes no sense whatsoever. As you can see in front, you've got this fella, he is riding around in a t-shirt. I quite fancy that as well, but I don't know. Bit risk averse these days as I got older, so I got my air jacket on today. Bit like riding in a t-shirt. I wouldn't fancy racing around a track in this if I'm honest, but it certainly offers you a bit of protection. I got the back pad in it, I got the elbow protectors. It's obviously made of aramid fibre mesh, which is meant to be a bit tear resistant. So just been through Beaufort, we're going to head up now towards Langorse. If you have a look down there, I've showed you this before, if you press the mode button there once, it starts to flash. Take your throttle off and back on and it switches it over, as you can see there, into number 2. So there, we're in number 2 now, and you should have a much better throttle response now. Look at that. What a stunning day. Three bikers here look like they're off on a bit of a journey, don't they? Here we go, Langorse Bridge. You've often seen me on this bridge, but coming from the other side, that water is awfully low, isn't it? River Husky, by the way, in case you don't know. Porsche GT3, nice. whilst I'm taking it relatively easy today, and Sam is an extremely experienced rider, it just goes to show, if you know the roads, it doesn't really matter what bike you're on, because he's usually like that on the DR. And then you think, has he just got this affinity with the bike? Well, no, because he does exactly the same on the Hornet, and I don't know how he goes around bends on that without his sliding, but he does, so I'm just a pussy. And one thing I noticed with this bike, if it's a really hot day, you get a lot of heat from under the seat. It's around my legs, it's the exhaust obviously pumping the heat out. I've heard a lot of people moan about this. It's not, you know, too bad. You've just got to keep the bike moving, I suppose. What are you doing, mate? If this guy let me pass, wouldn't you? Right on the lakeside, very nice. My fan's on. My fan is on. Hmm?
My fan?
Mine was.
Oh, yours.
It gets really hot. It's that exhaust, I think. Catalytic converter, no good. So a quick stop to see the ducks. Now we're going to pop to the cafe if it's open. Have a nice cold drink if possible. Sam wants a cup of coffee. Can't quite understand why you'd want to drink a cup of coffee in this weather. But there we are, each to their own. Now I've got to watch, my phone is in my back pocket. Whoop, watch the pothole, hey! So we just had a lovely ice cream, a Sidoli's ice cream, very refreshing. Hit the spot, and now we're going to head to Talgarth and then head home, I think. There we go, that's what you get in these parts of Wales. So Sam's gone, he's headed home. I just caught up with these boys in front, and they just went past me in the petrol garage. And one's already gone past the bus, so they look like I mean business, these lot. I couldn't have timed this worse. An electric bus heading all the way back into town. God, these boys are going. Fair play to them, they are not mucking around. I'm one of the gang. So here we go, looks like they're off home as well. So I'm going to knock it on the head there. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. If you're interested in any of the gear that I wear, the products that I use, the tools that I use, I'll put links to all of that in the description section below. If you're interested in DIY, you can head over to my other channel, POUSE Around the House. Watch, like, share, subscribe, and if you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to this channel and press that bell icon for regular notifications. I've been POUSE out of the house. Ta-ta, farewell.